It's Sunday, September 1st, 2024. Time for another Fireside Chat with Dizzy. I've got a fuzzy little puppy dog over there. And of course, the horses are in the round pen. And as you can see, I've moved where my fire is. And that pile that you're seeing beyond that, that is not horse poop. That's actually dried grass from when I was getting this area set up. If you watched my one short, you know that I've got this set up so I can cook out here and have the the fire ring, so it's not right on the ground. I am seeing that I am going to have to move the grate over to cooking because it's not quite where it needs to be, but of course I can't do that now because I got a fire going. So that's something that I'll know for the next time that I have a fire out here. Don't know if I'm going to be joined by any of my friends or not. So what's been going on in my life? Actually, this week, not a whole lot. If you watched my video last week, you know that I unexpectedly had my brother staying with me. And I was hoping that he could help me get a lot of stuff done. But the only problem is, in order to have a place for him to sleep, I had to pull stuff out of the spare bedroom. And that meant then I had stuff all over the house again where it was previously uncluttered. And it was only supposed to be overnight that he was there. And then it was Thursday, then it was Friday, and then it was Saturday. I love my brother, but I'm going to admit to being glad to see him leave late last night. He will be back on Friday. Not sure how long he's going to be staying, possibly until the following Monday. I might be running him down to Ocean City after that, but we'll see. And like I said, I love my brother, but I'm glad to have my house back. While he is gone, I am going to go in and I am going to see if I can't get that room cleaned out. And Misty, if you watched my video last week, you know I was a little concerned about her because of how she was acting. I went and grabbed a couple of treats because I figured if she was okay, she'd definitely get up for a treat. Well, she was up before I got back. So I did not, because of my brother being there, have a chance to ride all week. And they've been calling for rain this weekend. We barely got anything. And we could get rain tonight. I am taking the chance. I've got the tent all set up. And we'll see. Because, you know, normally, if I camp, it rains in the not too distant future. And it didn't. So we could get some rain tonight. I will put the rain fly on the tent before I go to bed. I am letting it air out a little bit because I never had a chance to set it up last week. It was wet underneath when I put it away, so it smells a little musty. And my tent is admittedly getting a bit old. It's over 20 years old. I'm starting to see little pinholes in it. I have started to look for a new tent. I have other tents. The thing is, I like the cabin tent because I can stand up in it. But all the cabin tents that I've seen, one thing I like about this, it has the fly mesh at the top so that I can look out through the top and see the stars. And any of the cabin tents that I've looked at, I've not seen that. And depending on where I camp is going to depend on whether or not I use the tent. If I'm camping in the campground, no, I'm not using the tent. I've got the cap on the back of the truck. If I'm going to be camping in the campground, I have ways that I can lock that from the inside, ways that I can put up a fence for keeping Callie contained, and we would be camping in there if we're in a campground. I go camping with horses. I could also sleep in the cap, or if I take the big horse trailer, I can actually set the front of that up for camping. Don't know that I'd worry about setting a tent up, and just be one of the two. And I've already decided when I move, if I don't have a place in the horse field, because I'm going to admit I like camping in the horse field, because I like being able to hear the horses at night. Don't really like hearing the roosters in the middle of the night. But I like camping out with the horses. And this week, like I said, I am going to be getting that room all cleaned out so that when he comes back on Friday, it's ready. Did a lot more dishes this week than I've been doing. That's another reason I'm glad to see him going. If he had done the dishes, the water, the way I wanted him to, I would have let him be doing the dishes. But when I run my hot water, or either doing dishes, washing eggs, or getting a shower, I run the water into plastic bottles and then I use that water. I don't pay for my water, but I do have the well water, which means it's the pump. So it's less electricity that I'm using if I'm doing it that way, because it normally takes over a gallon, normally 1.5 gallons to 2 gallons, to get the water to the right temperature. So that's saving me money. Misty is going to be getting ridden in the morning, whether she likes it or not, unless, of course, I were to get up and she were to be sick. Chickens. Yeah, I didn't get the ad in. That's going to be getting put in tomorrow morning. I realize I need to take another picture and I keep forgetting to do it. So I need to do that, and then I can get the ad up. And hopefully, by this time next week, I will have gotten rid of some of them. The one hen that was broody, I was able to stick her in the one pen that I had tried to stick her in. I realized where she was getting out. Fixed that. Let her out today. She wasn't broody, so that's good. I hope I don't get any more broody. And hopefully it won't take too much longer for my dinner to finish cooking. It's not going to be as good as I want it to be. I got out here and realized that I forgot my butter for my corn and my potato and my sour cream. So they're going to be a little not as good, but I'll survive. I will talk at you later.